The World EX Championship headed to the Sachsenring in East Germany for Round 8 of Season 7. Jan Sellner was a welcome returnee to the unique sim racing community, while Tony Schmidt from SMS Engineering gave interesting insights about their electric slalom kart in the latest Biz Talk. Championship leader Devin Braune continued his streak of pole positions in World EX, beating local heroes Julius and Marcus Martin in qualifying by half a second. Overtaking is difficult on the challenging track, and both the sprint and the main race provided some great battles. Frank Enger started the reversed grid sprint from pole position, but left the door open for his teammate Bodo Kraling to take the lead into Turn 1. Further behind, Devin Braune was able to pass both Martin brothers at once with a bold move into Turn 1. Braune advanced quickly, passing also Chris Overend, Stefan Volter and Frank Enger. Moving equally fast forward was young German kart racer Jarno Wiese, who was able to grab the lead from Bodo Kraling on lap 7. Kraling had to let Devin Braune by on the same lap, setting the stage for a final battle between Wiese and Braune. Braune put massive pressure on Wiese and was able to pass him going into the final lap. Wiese tried to stay in touch with Braune, but lost control of his EX0 on the final lap, throwing away what would have been a well-deserved second place. He eventually crossed the finish line in 5th place. Bodo Kraling finished second overall, scoring another victory in the AM class. His teammate Frank Enger was able to keep Julius Martin at bay, completing the overall sprint podium. Devin Braune remained unchallenged in the main race, celebrating a commanding Leitster flag victory, 20 seconds ahead of Julius Martin and Stefan Volter, who ran closely together for the entire race. Jarno Wiese finished 4th after another eventful race for the youngster. The German dropped to dead last on lap 1 after going off track, before starting a stunning comeback drive. He lost a lot of time behind Thomas Vogt, who defended his position hard, before Wiese eventually forced his way by. After passing Chris Overend and Marcus Martin, Wiese quickly reduced the gap to Julius Martin and Stefan Volter, but the race was just too short for him to claim a spot on the podium. Marcus Martin finished 5th in front of Chris Overend, who massively struggled with his tyres at the end of the race, allowing the best AM drivers to reel him in. Teammates Bodo Kraling and Frank Enger had made contact on lap 1, allowing Thomas Vogt to close the gap and triggering a spin of Kraling on lap 2. After his fierce fight with Wiese, Vogt was able to put pressure on AM class leader Frank Enger. The two made contact in Turn 1 when Enger's VR headset suddenly displayed a message in the middle of the screen, which eventually dropped Enger out of contention. The battle allowed Bodo Kraling to close the gap, but the motorsport photographer spun on his own when Enger and Vogt made contact in front of him. Kraling closed the gap to Vogt again in the final stages, but the former slot car champion was able to secure the AM class win. The top 6 positions were occupied by pro drivers this time, underlining the challenges of the Sachsenring. Devin Braune continues to lead the standings, while Bodo Kraling is the AM class leader.